Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Thursday, April 20th. We got a 3-game playoff slate. We're going to start with DraftKings. We're going to start with Steph Curry. DraftKings doesn't get it. They're still disrespecting De'Aaron Fox. For the last 2 months, I've been telling you De'Aaron Fox has been too cheap. Right now, currently, today, at this moment, he's better than Steph Curry. Right now, at this moment. Listen, it is what it is. He's been playing better than Steph Curry. He should be more expensive than Steph Curry. That's what I mean. Because I know somebody's going to get in the comment, oh my God, you said that. No, listen. Right now, in this moment in time, De'Aaron Fox is playing better than Steph Curry. He should be more expensive. That's it. He's too cheap. Fire him up. That's De'Aaron Fox. Steph Curry, you're going to fire him up also, but you're going to fire him up because in order for them to win, they're gonna need one of those games from Curry that we haven't received yet. Um, 47, 40. This is 3 for 13, 6 for 4. This is the greatest shooter of all time, and he's looking pedestrian. He's looking human, and this is primarily why they're losing. For the first time in the last 8 years, 9 years, Steph Curry's looking human. He's missing 3-point shots. As long as he continues to miss 3-point shots, they're going to continue to lose. Um, Sacramento feels like Golden State Warriors of 07 that beat Dallas in the first round. That's what this feels like. I don't see I don't see um I don't see the Warriors beating them for 4 games. So I guess this is gonna be the end of era. But let's continue. Harden 8.9. You can fire him up. Fire him up. He's a bit risky. There's a lot of stars on this slate, so he's a little bit risky if he's not hitting his threes. But the Sixers are gonna smash Brooklyn. So if he's having a good, he look. He's an okay play. If you're making a lot of lineups, throw him in one. Westbrook, we've seen already now in 2 games that it's Westbrook, it's Kawhi, and it's no one else. Fire up Westbrook. Chris Paul, he's along for the ride, but he's playing the minutes and he's getting his fantasy points in the process. 41 fantasy points, 36 fantasy points. He got 14 shots in 38 minutes. Next to Booker and Durant. That's a good look for him. So 7,400, fire him up. Dinwiddie, I don't think I want any parts of Dinwiddie. Maxey could take a shot if you're playing a lot of lineups, but he doesn't look optimal to me. He's an okay play. Like I said, if Philly smashes Brooklyn, that means that these guys are having a great game. So if you're thinking it's going to be a blowout, you could go ahead and play Harden and Maxey and these 3-point shooters. If you think it's going to be a tough game, then I probably stick to Embiid, Harris, and Harden. But you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out once you start building your lineups. Pool, I don't want any parts of. Davion Mitchell, 4,200. You could take a shot. Terrence Mann, if you're desperate, but I don't want anyone else down there. Booker, he's going to be very popular. He was the man of the hour last game. You can play him. Mikal Bridges is a little bit too cheap for his upside. Fire him up. Klay Thompson, if Golden State is going to win, they're going to need Klay Thompson to be heroic. Fire him up. Malik Monk, he's found himself. Fire him up. Kevin Huerter. I think if you play Monk, you don't really need Huerter, but I think Huerter has one good game in him. Norman Powell, I don't think he's been optimal in the last 2 games. He was better last game, 26 fantasy points. He's an okay play, but you're gonna need value. Norman Powell is the guy to go to. You could take a shot at Eric Gordon. You could take a shot at Gary Payton. I don't think I need Melton. Seth Curry from Brooklyn. If you're really desperate, he's gonna get a few minutes, but I'm not enthusiastic to play him. Durant, fire him up. Kawhi Leonard, fire him up. Self-explanatory. Wiggins, when no Draymond gets a little bit of a bump, fire him up. What's his problem? Wiggins is questionable due to a right. Now he's playing. Okay, so I'm giving a little bit of an extra bump to Wiggins with no Draymond. I'm giving him a bump, and I'm giving Kevon Looney a bump. Tobias Harris has been playing well in this matchup. Take advantage of it because he doesn't usually shine playing next to Embiid and Harden. So fire up Tobias Harris. Cam Johnson, fire him up. Too cheap for his upside. Kevin Huerter, we spoke about him. Harrison Barnes is playing with a battery in his back. Fire him up. He's too cheap. Royce O'Neal, if you're desperate. DiVincenzo might actually start with no Draymond. You could fire him up. Jalen McDaniels if you need value. But let's go to power forward. Trey Lyles, Torrey Craig. I'm still not really interested in Kuminga. I don't like the body language over there. Keegan Murray, he hasn't been good. I think I'm done with him. Finney Smith if you're desperate. I don't need Tucker. Batum is trash. No Batum either. Let's go to center. Embiid, fire him up. Sabonis, fire him up. Ayton, you could take a shot. Claxton, 5.7, you could take a shot, but I don't think this matchup is working out in his favor. I'm not playing any Claxton. 25 fantasy points and 10 fantasy points. One thing you guys got to remember about basketball is that it's very matchup dependent. What does that mean? Some players play better in different matchups. We just seen 2 games from Philly and Brooklyn, and the fantasy points are almost the same for all the players from game 1 to game 2. What does that mean? That means that they're either in a matchup with an advantage or a matchup with a disadvantage. Joel Embiid is Joel Embiid. Tobias Harris, advantage. He's playing well. Claxton, disadvantage. He's not playing well. See what I'm saying? Kevon Looney, 26 fantasy points, 17 fantasy points, but he's not taking a lot of shots. He didn't get a lot of minutes the last game. Now there's no Draymond. I think he's fine. I think that matchup for him is pretty neutral. Kevon Looney, as long as he's on the floor, he's going to produce. And with no Draymond at 5.5K, as long as he starts, it's a good play. Zubac is fine, 5.3K. I don't think I'm touching Alex Len. Plumlee, you could take a shot, 3,700. Paul Reed, if you want to be cute. If you think there's going to be a blowout, you want to play Paul Reed. He's played 13 minutes and 11 minutes. You could take a shot, but I don't think you need to do all that. And I think that's about it for DraftKings. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for watching. I absolutely appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. We definitely need you to do that to continue to build the channel. If you're struggling to cash, I know it's difficult. If you're struggling to cash, I can help you. I can send you my finalized optimal lineups. I can build you your own lineups. Just check out the Patreon, link in the description, or you can DM me on Twitter, and we'll work it out. We're going to go to FanDuel. We're going to look at the salaries. The play pool stays the same. We're just going to look at the salaries, and we're going to go on and get out of here. De'Aaron Fox, priced more appropriately, 10K, fire him up. Steph Curry, a little bit too cheap for what he needs to do, fire him up. Harden, I'm neutral on him. You're playing a lot of lineups, throw him in 1. Russell Westbrook, 8.7. He's priced appropriately, as it's just him and Kawhi over there in LA. Chris Paul is priced up a little bit. Tyrese's price, I wish he was like 6.1, but I guess he's fine. Spencer Dinwiddie, he's priced fine. I'm still not interested. Davion Mitchell is kind of spicy. And maybe Terrence Mann I'll take a shot on. The rest of those guys I'm not touching. Booker's priced appropriately. Mikal Bridges is priced appropriately. Klay Thompson is too cheap for what he needs to do. Malik Monk is a touch overpriced. Norman Powell's a touch overpriced for this matchup. Kevin Huerter, you can take a shot. He's priced okay. Eric Gordon, priced okay. DiVincenzo, if he starts, he's a little bit too cheap. But he's still going to be the fourth option, so keep that in mind. Seth Curry, 3,700, but I don't like his minutes. Kawhi, he's priced up. You know what? These guys, Kawhi, Durant, Booker, they're going to be the highest projected guys on the slate. They should be priced up. If you can play both, if there's enough value to play both, do it. If not, you can play either or. They're priced all right. Wiggins, 6.4. He looks good if he plays with no Draymond on the court. Cam Johnson is priced appropriately. Harrison Barnes is priced appropriately. Torrey Craig is overpriced. Finney Smith is, I guess, I'm neutral to him and his price. But he's not that good. Keegan Murray, I'm fading him. I'm straight fading him. Batum, if Batum was 37 cents, I wouldn't play him. He's the utter disaster. Sabonis, a little bit too cheap. Tobias Harris is priced appropriately for this matchup. Trey Lyles is overpriced. PJ Tucker is PJ Tucker. Yeah, the play pool is kind of tough. It's kind of tight. Embiid is too cheap. DeAndre Ayton is a little bit overpriced. Claxton is 6.5. He's overpriced, but he's irrelevant. Bad matchup. Zubac is priced appropriately. Kevin Looney is priced appropriately. And Mason Plumlee is priced appropriately. The players that I mentioned are the players that I'm playing. That's my player pool. If I didn't mention them, I'm not playing them. I think that's about it. So, once again, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. I'm going to go in and get out of here. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. Don't forget to thumbs up. All that stuff matters. Check out the Patreon. Linked in the description if you need help. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ciao.